funny how shit works, how the universe works, right? When my parents break up, my dad's gone. I don't know if I'm a comedian if my parents don't get divorced. Because when I was a kid, the thing that even attracted me to comedy was I was always trying to make my dad laugh. He'd pick me up from baseball practice or he'd be dropping me off at bowling. I was always trying to learn new jokes to try to get my dad to laugh. And every time I dropped a joke on him, don't quit school, kid. But when my pops was gone, that became everybody else's problem. Finally got on stage. And I found that thing. To be where you belong. Comedy is home to me. Now that's the truth. What's next? I don't know. Guess we'll find out together.
He's a hometown hero, Austin, Texas. First special, give it up for Aaron Cheatham! That was the dopest fucking hug on the Spuddy Johnson. Y'all thought we playing that shit out. I don't know that nigga. We just... fucking shit. What is up, y'all? How we doing tonight? You guys look great. I tried to get fresh for y'all. How'd I do? You ain't gotta lie. I know I look like an Amazon model in this motherfucker right now. Just scrolling. No, J. Crew keeps scrolling, motherfucker. Fuck it, I tried. Whatever. Fuck it, man. I'm glad y'all are here, man. Tell you about myself off top. I believe that there are only two types of people in this world. There's people that do it the right way, and there's people that do it the wrong way. And by it, I'm referring to eating Oreos. Now hear me out now. There's two schools of thought on this, and not everybody's doing it right. We gotta help our neighbors, right? So by a round of applause, how many of you guys, when you get an Oreo, like to twist your cookie? Make some noise for yourselves. Let me hear you say, twist squad. Twist squad. Now go kill yourself, bitch. You're the worst! You're doing it wrong! You're fucking up the game. You probably eat your wings with a fork and a knife. Fuck you. The fucking worst. Because the proper way to eat an Oreo is you take it out the pack, you dip it in the milk, and you put it in your mouth. Where my dip is at, make some noise. Let me hear you say dip, dip. That's how I know you're real. All right? When I step in the bar, first thing I do is go dip, dip. And all the real motherfuckers hold their glass of milk up and go, no twist. Fucking twisters. Goddamn liberals can't give you shit. You fucking... Give them an inch, they want to twist a cookie. The fuck is wrong with y'all? It's not how you eat a goddamn... It's fucking worse. Listen here. You know how I know dipping's the way to go? Right? You can't twist shit but a bottle cap, right? You could dip damn near anything. Right? You go to a restaurant, get chips and salsa. Dip, dip. Oh, what's this? Chick-fil-A chicken nuggets? Dip, dip. Go out on a Tinder date, get back to your crib. Dip, dip. Now, if they twist... Man, I love being here, man. I love being here in Texas. I was traveling a bit this year. I was out in California for a couple weeks. We got real Texans in here? Yeah. I was out in California. Fuck that place. First off top. Fuck that. Like the whole of it, like the whole thing. Fuck them, right? Like, I was there, and every time I told somebody I was from Texas, they were like, ew. It's like, bitch, I said Texas, not Florida. Get it right. What are you doing? What is... the fuck are we doing? They would say dumb shit to me like, oh, you're from Texas, huh? I hear it's like the Wild Wild West out there. All of y'all got guns. Y'all didn't take COVID seriously, walking around face naked, no mask. I mean, they ain't wrong. But fuck them, right? Fuck out of here. This is what I don't get about that place. How you got a whole ass ocean? Like a whole ass ocean. And you stay in a drought. How that shit work? And I'm supposed to listen to your opinion on some bullshit? Bitch, figure out the water. What are you doing? Look, out here in Texas, we figured out how to pull oil out the water. These niggas can't drink it. What are we doing? Yo, I was there 2 weeks. The first day I got to my Airbnb, I turned on all the water in that bitch. I never turned it off. Nah, fuck them. I hope they run out. Fuck out of here. Goddamn motherfucker. I don't know, I'm in a real I don't give a fuck type mood tonight. Anybody with me? Yeah? We got some real I don't give a fuck motherfuckers in here? I don't know, there's a bunch of concerned citizens in this area. I feel strong snitch energy in the force right here. My metachlorine count is real high, nigga. There's some snitches, I feel it. I don't give a lot of people say they don't give a fuck, but they don't mean that shit, right? You want to know which one of your friends really don't give a fuck? Turn on R. Kelly, see what they do. They start braiding hair and singing along. You got a real one with you. Feeling on your booty. Don't move your head. Hold on, let me. We drinking tonight? Y'all drinking? Be careful, all right? Be careful. I don't want none of you guys. I'm here to help. Look, that's what I'm here for. I'm here to help. I don't want none of y'all waking up tomorrow with one of them drunken war scars. You know what I'm talking about? Oh, fucking virgins. Okay, here we go. Oh shit. That nigga's got a story to tell. Drunken war scars, when you get fucked up and the next day you wake up, you got a bruise from your eyebrow to your ankle. And nobody you were hanging out with the night before can tell you how you got the bruise. Like, everybody's got a different story on the shit. Because they don't want to tell you was being a bitch last night and they whooped your ass with a sock with a bar of soap in it. They don't want to tell you that story. I got a drunken war scar. I don't have a great story on how I got mine, but I got a drunken war scar. I was at the crib by myself, drunk. I stood up to change the channel on the TV, which is ridiculous. I've got 3 remote controls. There was no need to stand, right? But I was drunk, right? And I fell through a glass table. Nothing sexy about that shit at all. But it sucks because I'm tall. And it takes tall people a long time to hit the ground. Y'all, I had time to sober up and then get drunk again on the way down. What's happening? Fuck it, here we go. This sucks being tall and falling, man. Like, people be pulling out their phones, Facebook Live. Do y'all see this motherfucker falling? Holy shit. Hashtag tall lives matter. This motherfucker's going. Somebody. Sucks. Like, short people fall, you don't even know. They're so close to the ground. Just, what the fuck, did I miss something? Just. Fat people fall down, you don't know, because they're the same height on their back as they are standing up. It's just, how'd your head get over there, Frank? Fucker's nimble. You know what's funny? You ever been drunk and walked through a spider web? That shit's hilarious, because you're the only one that knows what the fuck is going on. Everybody else thinks you just leveled up, you're drunk. It's just walking in. Y'all feel that? No, there's something on me, get it off! Get your drunk ass in the car, Frank. Let's... Be careful, y'all drinking, be careful. I'm here to help. Be careful if y'all drinking, all right? One for sure way to know you've had too much to drink is if you decide that wherever you're at that moment is the appropriate place to take a piss. You're cut off. Am I right? Yeah, you go to fuck home. No McRib for you, go to fuck home. You're cut off from everything. Just some drunk dude standing around talking about... Fifth 4, please, thank you. Cut off. Fellas, if you see a lady out here in these streets that's drunk enough that she's gonna pee in public, you better watch that shit, all right? No, seriously, because that shit don't happen, right? Women aren't like us, fellas. They're not like us. They're not built. We don't give a fuck, right? We drink, we'll fucking piss in the street while we walk. We don't give a fuck. We'll spell our name in the street. We don't care. Women aren't like that. Women will hoard in gallons of liquor till their titties swell up with vodka cranberry before they piss in public. And when they do, it's always the same. It's a fucking emergency. Girl, watch my back. And when women pee, they be peeing hard, like steam comes off the ground. When women pee, corroding semen, chunks of concrete flying around. Don't stick your toe in there, you'll lose that motherfucker, all right? Moses couldn't part that stream, it's so strong. They just out there pressure washing the parking lot, oh shit, bitch. Be careful, that's all I'm saying. I'm gonna tell y'all, my favorite drunks are white girls. White girls are my favorite drunks. No, because the drunker they get, the more their vocabulary diminishes. And by the end of the night, they're just communicating with each other in 2-word sentences. Fuck yeah. Shit yeah. Hell yeah. Slay bitch, yes queen, let's go. Like, you ever talk to them, they be drunk at the bar. Damn girl, you want another drink? Fuck yeah. You wanna go back to the crib? Shit yeah. Then she be outside throwing up. Fuck yeah. Spring break. Y'all ever heard a drunk white girl have sex? It's the funniest shit ever. But y'all ain't never heard a drunk white girl have sex? Hell yeah. It's the funniest shit ever. I can feel you, I can feel you, I can feel you. Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Can you feel me? Oh, you're hard. Oh, you're hard. Am I wet? Am I wet? Am I wet? Oh, I like you. I like you. I like your hair. I like your hair. You look like Dexter. You look like Dexter. You look like Dexter. Fuck me, Dexter. Fuck me, Dexter. Fuck Dexter. I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come. Come with me. Come with me. Same time. Same time. Do it together. Tell me you love me. Tell me you love me. I'll be in the next room. I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all. I can hear y'all. Is that how it goes down? Oh shit. I moved to Texas in 1995 from Mississippi. Yeah. Moved to San Antonio in 1995. It was a culture shock. Lived in Mississippi. I had never met a Mexican or Latino or any type of Spanish-speaking nigga in my entire life until then, right? It was a culture shock. I had never been around Mexicans. The first thing I learned when I moved to San Antonio was that Mexican people are very passionate, right? As a culture, they love their fucking family and fucking menudo. They love that shit. Flan, that's their shit. Like, fucking, they're very passionate. I moved to San Antonio in 1995. 2 weeks before Selena died. Yeah. I was still the new kid in school when that happened, so when I showed up to school that day, I had no idea what the fuck was going on. I just got to school and it was bitches in the hallway crying, Selena! No me queremos. There's a chick lighting candles in front of the school. I was like, whose class was she in? Do I need to sign a card? What's going on? One of my homeboys comes up to me and he goes, this is what you do, bro. Just go up to one of the crying ones and say, ¿Qué pasa, gorda? It's terrible advice, right? Doesn't matter what the conversation is, it's terrible advice. I found out one stereotype about Mexicans is true that day. They do carry knives. I almost died, okay? They tried to, gorda, fuck you. I'll be honest with you guys. I love Mexican women. I love Latino women. They're probably my favorite, right? They're up there. I love them. I just don't like what they call this area down here. I think of all the races, they got the worst name for this, right? Like white girls, they don't have great names. It's like cooter, twat, slit. It's not great, but my little Hello Kitty box. It's weird, right? Black girls, they got poontang, coochie, the nappy dugout. That's a close second, too. The nappy dugout, that's... Eat my nappy dugout. Nah, bitch, I'm vegan. I don't... This greasy food, I don't... It's not me. Mexicans still got the worst name for this shit. What they call this? Panocha! That sounds like some shit you get at Taco Bell with cheese on it, right? I'll take a panocha with cheese, hold the guacamole, no sour cream. Put the white stuff on the top, not on the inside. Put the sour cream on the top. Panocha sound like that lady that used to give you extra mashed potatoes in the lunch line in school and shit. With the sweaty ass hairnet and that big ass mole on her face. Thank you, Miss Panocha. See you tomorrow, Miss Panocha. I am, I'll be honest with you guys, I am unofficially, half Mexican. Officially, I'm what they call a wet black. I'm unofficially half Mexican, all right? And you're not officially shit till you get a nickname. Once you get a nickname, that's when you know that you're in, right? And not all nicknames are created equal. Let's be real. Some people get fucked up names. I had a homeboy in college. His name was Frog. He couldn't swim or jump or nothing. He just looked like a frog. We'd be like, what up, Frog? He like, ribbit. He knew what's up. It's like... I knew this chick once back in the day. Her name was Brickhouse. You know why. There's other dude I used to roll with. His name was Lil Wee Wee. Yeah, he ain't like that name. But if his ass wanted to ride to the party, when we haul out Lil Wee Wee, he better come running, right? I got my nickname here in Austin. Grew up in San Antonio, got my nickname in Austin. I was living on the street where I was the only American on the street. Like everybody else on my street was Mexican, like Mexican. Like, I can't do the whistle. Mira. Mexican. Mexicans. My first day on the street, I pull up to my new crib. My next door neighbor comes out. First thing he ever says to me, I get out the car, he goes, Obama! 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 They would yell that shit at me anytime I did anything in the neighborhood. Like I'd be outside cutting my grass, Obama! Obama! Be playing basketball with the kids in the neighborhood every time I make a bucket, Obama! Obama! This one day I come home from work, and I was having one of them days where I just didn't feel like fucking with nobody. Just wanted to go in the house, have a beer, be left alone. I pull up to my crib, and my neighbors are having a party in the front yard. I get out the car, they holler out, Obama! I'm like, not today, man, not today. He goes, no. Mira, ven aquí. And he walks me over to this cooler, and he opens it up, and it's full of 40 ounces of Modelo's. I didn't even know they made them shits. But now they're appealing to my black side. What we doing? Drinking 40s, shooting dice? What's going on? What's going on? He walks me over to the grill. Little known Mexican history fact. When Mexicans light a grill, they cook till the fire dies, right? They don't put that shit out. As long as that flame's going, they're cooking something. If they run out of meat, they'll come knock on your door. Hey, man, the fire's gone. You got any meat? Oh, fuck it, give me the dog. Give me the pedal. The fire. Takes me over to the grill. He goes, okay, you take a bite of the beef, you take a bite of the pepper, you take a shot of tequila. I said, do what? Mira. Take a bite of the beef, take a bite of the pepper, take a shot of tequila. Fuck it. I took a bite of the beef, took a bite of the pepper, took a shot of tequila. Otra vez! Fuck it, here we go. Take a bite of the beef, take a bite of the pepper, shot of tequila. Uno más tiempo. Oh, here we go. I've never been so drunk and so full so fast in my entire life. I had to sit down. One of his homeboys came over, started beatboxing cumbias to me. No tengo dinero. He was... Later on tonight, my neighbor looks at me and goes, Obama, I'd like to challenge you. I said, challenge me to what? He goes, Mira, I'd like to challenge you to a grito competition. I said, bitch, I'm from San Antonio, and I just watched the Three Amigos. Let's go, I'm ready. He said, cállate, no, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. So we got the whisper. I said, we gonna have a whisper grito competition? See. Fuck it. Y'all, we did that shit all night long. Greatest party of my life. The next day, he comes and knocks on my door and he goes, hey, we had a good time with you last night. You're a good dude. You're one of us. In fact, from now on, your name is Vecino. I said, bitch, did you just knock on my door and call me some type of Spanish painter? What the fuck is a vecino? Go, no, cállate. No. Vecino means good neighbor, good dude. You're one of us. And if you ever need us, we'll be there for you. And he meant that shit. Because not even a week later, I got a flat tire on I-35 and he was there before I can get out the car. Vecino to the rescue. You're good to go. My cable got cut off once. Before Spectrum get out the parking lot, he was out there with a butter knife. I got you, Vecino. Now you got HBO. Oh, shit. Any of you guys ever had a job you hate? Yeah? Well, I heard a serious That means she's still at that job. I can't speak on it, but that bitch burned down. I had a job I hated. I hated this motherfucker. I knew I hated this job because I was constantly trying to find ways to get hurt at work. Sitting at my desk like, what I gotta staple my hand to get a week off in this bitch? Like I was the designated mover at my job. Anything needed to be moved. I'm like, what's this, a silver refrigerator? I got it. All back, no team lift, watch me. Like I was trying to get hurt. Hated that job. Hated. I don't know if you guys remember, a couple years ago we had those bombs here in Austin, those package bombs all over town. Skip was scary, right? That was scary. Real talk, the last bomb they found was at my job. Not fucking with y'all. The last bomb they found was at my job. And I hated that place so much that the FBI had to pull me out of there because I was kicking boxes looking for workman's comp. Here's the thing. This is my own theory, so fuck it. I think that the reason that there are so many people that are unhappy at their jobs now is because there's a bunch of little dick motherfuckers trying to make big dick moves, and they're fucking it up for all of us. You know what I'm talking about? Those middle management motherfuckers who ain't never going nowhere. This is the first job they had. Bitch, this is Home Depot. Don't talk to me like that. Fuck you. You know when your boss come up to you and he say some shit and he walk off and you go, little dick motherfucker. Little dick Steve always talking shit. That bitch sending emails out. It's Friday, get your Tupperware out or I'm throwing it. Bitch, you know it's my Tupperware. Come talk to me. Don't send a message to everybody. Here's my thing. This is my thing. I think the bigger the dick, the higher up the corporate ladder you get to go. And we leave all those little dick bastards at the bottom. They don't need to be in charge of shit. You cut grass, clean toilets, shut the fuck up. That's your job. Right? Bigger the dick, the higher you get to go. What's your name, man?
My name's
Richie?
Richie.
Yeah. Oh, that flips in the dick. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Richie. Come on, Richie. Richie, I think when you go in for a job interview, they should look over your resume, all your qualifications and shit, and be like, you know what, Richie? We think you'll be a great fit for the team. But before they hire you, they should make you go in a room by yourself and beat off. And right before you bust, somebody should come in with a ruler and be like, welcome to the regional office, Richie. I see big things in your future. Like, I'll keep it real with y'all. I got district manager dick, all right? Like my dick ain't gonna get me a vacation to Aruba, but I can approve some overtime for your store. I can do that. My dick won't get me a corner office, but I got third row parking for the past 2 years, you know what I'm saying? I feel like if the CEO of your company ever showed up at your building, you should know, bar none, it's the biggest dick in the building, right? You should know, bar none. Like, he should be standing in front of everybody at the meeting going, now if you look at this graph right here, you'll see profits are through the roof. Have you guys met Richie yet? He's going far! Now, teamwork makes the dream work, okay? On the flip side, this is 2022, so, you know, equal opportunity and shit. So if you happen to have a female CEO, you should know that she has the largest panocha in the building, okay? Like, that shit should be like a fucking vortex between her legs, sucking up expense reports and staplers and shit. Should be like the Eye of Sauron down there. I see you making personal calls, Cindy. Get off the phone. Oh shit. Celebrated my 4-year wedding anniversary this year. And I'm just bad at breaking up. That's how that happened. It was never the plan. There's a ghost in here that does not approve of that. One of my wife's ancestors said that shit ain't funny. Ding! Ding, bitch. No, don't play. Ding. No, my wife is cool. She's a person. She's got a pulse. That's a plus. Fingers, toes, all that good shit. She's all right. I mean, I don't know. You might know somebody like her. Like, you know, my wife's the type of person that uses stronger words than what's necessary for conversation. You know, like she can very simply get her point across, but she has these specific words she likes to use to fuck with me. Like right now, her favorite word is addicted. She loves telling me that I'm addicted to things. I don't like things. I don't love things. I'm fucking addicted to things. Like she comes in the house, I'm playing a game on my phone. She's like, babe, playing that game again, huh? You are addicted to that game. How the fuck am I addicted? Are you missing jewelry? What are we talking about here? We still got TVs in the house, but I'm not sucking dudes off behind Target for extra lives on Candy Crush, all right? Just like the game. She goes in the kitchen, looks in the freezer. Cookies and cream ice cream again. You are addicted to cookies and cream ice cream. No, I just like it, all right? I'm not freebasing it. I'm not heating it up on a spoon. Shooting it up between my toes, trying to get a sugar freeze. Just like the ice cream. We stay getting into it. I hate arguing with women. Sorry, ladies. I hate arguing because it's not the same. Like when dudes argue, we come at you with logic, thought out argument, a proper debate. And then you guys do this Jedi mind trick shit. And we're like, how the fuck am I on the couch? I was winning 3 sentences ago. How did... Like we got into it recently over the trash. Over the trash. You ever done this shit? You ever had, no? Got into it over the trash. She asked me to take the trash out. I was like, I don't feel like taking out the trash. Why don't you take out the trash? She goes, because taking out the trash is a man's job. Bitch, we just got out of the pandemic. You better figure this shit out, okay? I can't. I said, let me ask you a question. I said, who mopped the floors this week? She said, you did. I said, who did laundry and folded it and put it away? She said, you did. I said, who cooked dinner tonight? She goes, you did. Why? I said, last I checked, those are all woman jobs. Now get your ass up and take out the trash. Don't do that. She goes, who paid the mortgage the last 6 months? I said, get my goddamn shoes. Let me take this trash real quick. How the fuck did I lose? I thought I was going to win that shit. I thought I had it in the bag. It's not the same, though. That's what it is. It's not the same. Like, we don't argue the same, right? Hey, what's your name, my man? Ian. Say me and you got into it, right? We get into it. We know the steps. There's a formula when guys argue, right? We know the steps. Like, if I was to say, Ian, look at you. You up here with this tight-ass shirt, looking like a big-ass bitch tonight. You might say something to me like, man, fuck you, right? You know where I'm at. I know where you're at. And we both know where we're going from here.
We're either fighting or fucking.
One or the other. Probably both. But that's not how it works with women, right? When you argue with women, it's like 5th grade math. You got to show your work. Yeah. Oh, I'm a bitch. No, show me how I'm a bitch. No, I don't see how you got to I'm a bitch. No, this plus this don't equal bitch. Show me the bitch. Like you're doing it right now, like. Just slap the shit out of a child. Like, it's not the same, man. It's not the same. Poor child, you goddamn right. We got 2 kids. We got a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. They take turns getting knocked down the stairs. It's a 4-year-old and a 6-year-old. And both of them are born in December. Yeah, I'm fucked. Y'all don't even know. I need another goddamn stimulus. Somebody hit Biden up for me. Like, it's... Both of them, and people ask us all the time, did y'all do that on purpose? Were y'all trying to have 2 kids in the same month? No, we're not fucking psychopaths, okay? Nobody intentionally has 2 kids in the same month. In the middle of the holiday season, no. But it's not hard to figure out how we ended up in that situation, right? It's really just basic math, right? No, hear me out, because both of my kids are full-term pregnancies. Full-term pregnancy is 40 weeks. 40 weeks is 10 months. You just do the math. Oh, y'all trying to do the math right now, see? I'll break it down for you. My son is born Christmas Day. Son of a bitch. No, that dude is the gift that keeps on taking. He's the worst. Fuck that dude. For life. Like, if he fell down the stairs, I wouldn't even help him out. You gotta cry that shit out, motherfucker. You ruined the best day of the year. Fuck you. Like, December 25th. You go back 10 months, you get February 25th. That's my wife's birthday. My daughter born December 2nd. You go back 10 months, you get February 2nd. My birthday is February 5th. See, we weren't trying to have 2 kids in the same month. We just got drunk on our birthdays and now we're a family. That's how that shit happened. They're a trip, man. There's a lot of things I didn't know when I became a dad. A lot of things. Like, you know, they got books, but the books aren't for the fellas, right? You got kids and shit, you know. Our answers aren't in those books because we don't even know the questions till the goddamn kid gets here. They was like, oh shit, what do we do, right? Those answers aren't there. Like, one thing I didn't know when I became a dad is that women love babies. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that if I walked into a room full of women with a baby, that I would walk out with no baby. You hear me, fellas? They'll take your fucking kid. They'll raise him in the woods. He's better with us. They'll fucking go. I found this out the first time I went to the grocery store with my son. Every aisle we walked down, every woman wanted to touch and poke and pinch my baby, and I don't like that shit. Don't touch my fucking baby. Especially white ladies. I don't like white ladies touching my baby. Now hear me out, because in my mind, you guys all think you're Sandra Bullock from The Blind Side. This motherfucker don't play football. Don't touch my baby! A lot of things I didn't know. I thought that when you have kids, you just love them the same. Nah. Love my daughter much more. Fuck that dude. Again, I told you. Now, you talk shit about my son. I don't care. It's probably true. My daughter, I take everything with offense. Like, when she was 2 weeks old, we took her in for a little checkup. My wife's sitting there with my daughter on her knee, and the doctor walks in. She goes, look at that. She's got her head up and everything. Got great head stability. I tell you what, she has a strong neck. I got mad. I picked up a scalpel. The fuck you mean strong neck, doc, huh? She ain't gonna be no freak. I got mad. We left the hospital, started putting rings on her neck like they do in Africa. I'm gonna leave them shits on until she get to kindergarten, then she'll be this weak neck heifer walking around. Y'all going to recess? Wait for me. It's not the same, man. It's not the same. Right? And this is the thing. Like, I don't know how any of us fellas, and I don't know how any of us guys even made it to be adults. Like, we should have all died as kids. Because little boys are fucking retarded. Like, I don't understand how it starts there and it never changes. We're fucking dumb from the jump, right? I knew at 6 months that my son was going to be a problem. Like, what the fuck is he reaching for? You can't do anything with that. Stop. 6 months old, I knew, right? And it never got any better. Never got any better. Like, me and my daughter, she's 4. We can have grown-ass conversations. My daughter came to me the other day. She goes, hey, Dad, when I grow up, I want to be a bus driver and I want to work at Whataburger. I go, those are terrible goals, but I'm glad you got some. My son comes to me, hey, Dad, why do some people have hair on their bottom? Like, that's a red flag question, right? Like, On the bottom of what? On their butts. Who has hair on their butt? I do. How do you know you have hair on your butt? Well, I took my hand. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. He does silly shit, man. Like I took him to one of those indoor playgrounds once. One of those places where they could run and jump and bounce, have a good time. And he was having a blast, right? Before he leaves, he wants to go down the slide one more time. So he climbs up the ladder, he runs over to the slide. When he gets to the slide at the top, there's a little Chinese boy or Asian or whatever we're calling him this year. One of them was at the top of the slide, right? At the bottom of the slide was his mom, and she's yelling up to him in their language, trying to get him to come down. And my son's watching the whole situation, like the mom's sitting there going, "La ba, woman's a ba." That's real Chinese. I'm not being racist, okay? I talked to a real Chinaman, and he told me, "La ba." It has to be like that, because if you do it, "la ba," that means something completely different. "La ba." My son's watching this whole thing. And then out of nowhere, he just decides he wants to start mocking the lady. He just starts going, "Ching chong, ying yang yang." And I was like, ooh, he racist as fuck today. I left him there. I couldn't claim him after he did that shit. I tipped the fuck out. We got him back, so it was cool, but I left him that day, goddamn. And I'm not claiming that. These little boys are dumb. I don't know how we made it. I just stopped taking showers with him when he was like 3 because he was making it awkward. Like, I'm not even playing. I almost Me Too'd this motherfucker. We got this close. It was almost him and Weinstein in the goddamn cell smoking cigarettes. Nigga Cosby got out. That might be next. Never liked it. I never liked that shower thing. I always felt vulnerable. He was like this tall, right? And last time I gave him a shower, he's in there and I'm washing him up. And my wife yells in there, "Hey, while you're in there, wash his hair." I can do that, no problem. Ba, 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 da, ba, ba, ba. And out of nowhere, this kid gave me this weird ass look. And then he goes, "Waka, waka, waka." Low key, that's creepy as fuck, right? Like that's grounds to get the fuck out of my shower right there, right? Turns out that was a diversionary tactic because he followed it up with this. Boop. Scared the piss out of me. I ain't lying, I peed in his face. Like, not like R. Kelly pee, but it was enough. We need another shower. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell your mom about this shit. Just get out. Let's. It's a trip, man. Little boys are a trip. He does this one thing, though. He does this one thing that I like. And I only like it because it pisses my wife off. That's the only reason I fuck with it. Like, it takes him forever to get dressed when he gets out the shower. It should be downstairs losing her mind. What is he doing? He has been up there for 20 minutes. Will you go check on your son? Will you go see what's taking him so long? Why is it taking so long? I'm like, I'm not going up there. I've been a 5-year-old boy. I know exactly what the fuck is going on upstairs. I don't have to go upstairs to know he's up there going, "I'm butt naked with my willy out. Got my willy out." Listen, every grown man in here, if we have the house to ourselves for more than 3 hours, we still do that shit. "I'm butt naked with my willy out. And a tuna fish sandwich." We're fucking dumb. We're fucking dumb, man. My kids are smart. I know everybody says their kids are smart. And then you'd be like, "That motherfucker's foot's in the toilet. What are you talking about? He ain't smart. Look at this." I mean, I remember like when my daughter was one, like she knew shit that I, a grown-ass man, had never learned in my life. I remember I was having a barbecue. I'm outside cooking some fajitas and shit, and my daughter walks up. She reaches up, try to get some. I was like, "Nah, baby, I'll make you plate in a second. Go hang out." And she walks away, and a couple minutes later, one of my friends is like, "Can I give her a taco?" I was like, "Nah, she's good." He goes, "No, but she's saying please." I was like, "The fuck? I ain't heard her say shit." I turn around and look, and they're having a conversation in sign language. And she's going, "More, please, more, please." And I'm like, what in the actual fuck is happening right now? I yell out to my wife, I go, "Hey, babe, does she know sign language?" She's like, "Yeah, they teach them in daycare." You mean this motherfucker's been talking to me this whole time? Y'all, my daughter had been talking to me for months. And I had no idea. I'm just doing dumb shit back to her. She's telling me she's hungry. I thought we were playing peekaboo. I'm like, Daddy sees you. I thought this girl has cerebral palsy. Turns out she's just polite. Be honest with you guys. I kind of want COVID to come back. Hear me out. No, hear me out. As a dad, motherfucking Teen Wolf just got the fuck up and I kind of want COVID to come back. I want it to come back. Because as a dad, it was the best excuse I had to not do shit with my kids. Like every time they wanted to go somewhere, I was like, COVID count's high. We can't go outside. We got to stay in. We can't do that. My son lost his first tooth during the pandemic, and he was like, Daddy, is the tooth fairy coming? I was like, not without a mask or a vaccine. Fuck that bitch. I told my kids Santa Claus got COVID. Give a fuck. Nah, ain't no Christmas. Santa got the Rona. He ain't gonna make it this year. Sorry, y'all. He ain't coming. Here's the fucked up thing. The same week I told my kids that Santa Claus got COVID, Dr. Fauci, y'all know Dr. Fauci from CNN? He went on Sesame Street and he told Elmo and friends that he, Dr. Fauci, personally went to the North Pole and vaccinated Santa Claus. What the fuck, Fauci? You said follow the science. That's a myth, nigga. What are we talking about? He fucked up all my lies. I was killing everybody, man. Easter Bunny, Caillou. They mama, I gave everybody COVID. I just want to do better than my folks did. That's it. I just want to do better than my parents did. You know, like right now, my thing is I don't want to spank my kids. So if I'm not going to spank them, I have to substitute something in place of spanking, right? So I have opted for psychological warfare. No, I'm not going to hit you, but I'm going to fuck your brain up. That's what I'm going to do. No, we all leave this house with scars, either physical or emotional. Pick one. Let's go. I ain't got time. My thing is anything my kids like is grounds for me to use against them. You show me you like that shit, I'll use it against you. Like my son got in trouble at school. I went and got the biggest box of his favorite popsicles, and I ate all them shits in front of him. I looked him dead in the eye while I did, and I said, this brain freeze hurts me more than it hurts you. Anything they like, I'll use against them. The other day they were fucking around. I just busted in their room and I was like, la 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 la, Daddy's World. La 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 la, Daddy's World. Who ate my cookie? I think it's you. I'm not your dad. 20 years from now, they'll be in therapy. He used everything against us. When our parents got divorced, he came home and said, your mom's gone doop 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 doop. Your mom's gone doop 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 doop. I just want to do better than my parents. That's it. I just want to do better than my folks did. Like my parents split up when I was 12, and I didn't have a relationship with my dad for like 16 years after that. Like I was a grown-ass man when me and my dad reconnected. And when it happened, I was still looking at him the same way that I did when I was a kid. Like he still was in that same light, on that same pedestal to me, right? Which is awkward, so I'm still trying to live up to a level that 10-year-old me had. Like for instance, one time we were in Mississippi. I'm getting ready to go out in the backyard. My dad stops me at the door. He goes, you can't come out here. There's a 6-foot water moccasin out here in the backyard. I need you to go in the kitchen, get the biggest pot we have, fill it full of water, boil that water, let me know when it's going. Shit, my dad just gave me a mission. All right, let's do this. I went and got the pot, the water, got it boiling, let him know. He came in, grabbed that pot of boiling water, ran out, and he dumped it on that snake. Then he picked up a shovel, and he just started getting busy chopping that motherfucker up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'm sitting in the door watching this whole thing thinking, this is the most gangster shit I've ever seen in my life. I ain't never seen a horse head in somebody's bed, but I just saw my dad get busy on a snake with a shovel. That's fucking gang. If I do something half as gangster as that in my life, I'm definitely meeting Tupac. Word. So I've been trying to live up to that bar since that day. Like this one time, a big ass lizard got in my house. I mean, this some bitch had on a leather vest, said Warriors on the back. Big ass lizard came in my house. So I went and got a broom, and I put the broom on it, and then I scooted him towards the door and I flipped him out. And I called my dad and I told him what I did. And he was like, I was like, but I probably should have just dumped a pot of boiling water on him, right? And he's like, ew, no, man, what's wrong with you? What you should have did was turn that broom around and jabbed him in the ribs 2 times. Bop, bop, let him know he's in the wrong house. I bet he don't come back no more. It's like, shit. Another time we had ants in my backyard. So I went and I sprinkled borax on all the ant piles. And I called my dad and I told him, and I was like, but I probably should have just poured boiling water on him, right? He's like, nah, fool. What you do is you get lighter fluid, pour that on there, set their ass on fire. Fire ants my ass, I bet they don't come back. Recently, this year, there was something getting in my backyard, digging up holes. There was holes all over my backyard. So I went on night patrol to try to figure out what was going on. And I caught the culprit, red-handed, in the act. It's a fucking skunk in my backyard. Y'all ever seen a skunk when they skunking? Oh, it's the most disrespectful shit you've ever seen. Oh, these motherfuckers go waist up into your yard and just pull out shit and just throw it. Bitch, that's my grass. I paid for that, St. Augustine. And they're just tossing your shit around like it's a fucking college party. They don't give a fuck. It's red cups everywhere. I see the skunk in the yard. I got to do something. But I ain't going outside. So I did the only thing I could think of, which is I opened and closed the door real loud and yelled at him. Hey now! I see you! Go on now! Go on now! Get! Listen, it's not the most masculine thing I could have did, but it worked, all right? Fuck it. Like, the skunk left. Then I went on Google and I Googled, how do you keep skunks out your yard? And Google was like, mothballs. And I was like, bet. So then I went to the store, got the biggest bag of mothballs I could find, sprinkled this shit all over my backyard. I called my dad, told him everything I did. And he's like, man, I'd have got a pot of boiling water. What? Not a big animal dude. Not a big animal dude. Like, we used to have 2 dogs at my crib. I say we used to. My wife's dog died a few years back. And real talk, top 5 greatest days of my life, swear to God. Now, here's the thing. Like, her dog was like 18 when she died. And, like, you know, she was cool. But those last 3 years, she was just this judgmental, ornery bitch staring at me all day. It's like, fuck you, Missy. I went to work. What'd you do today? Fucking, right? Like, I would let the dogs out in the morning. My dog would run his ass out. Then her dog would scamper in, stop, look me in the eyes, and piss in the kitchen. Bitch, that's spite. You did that on purpose. Don't fuck with me, all right? But every now and then, she would forget she was an old dog and try to do young dog shit. And she'd fail epically, and it would make my day. Like, this one time she tried to jump on the couch, and she forgot she didn't have them hops no more. She bounced off the cushion, hit her head on the table, knocked herself out. I giggled for hours. While she was unconscious, I just drug her body into that puddle of piss. There you go. That's you, Pissy Missy. That's where you go. My dog, not much better. My dog wasn't much better. Remember this one time he did this thing I'd never seen before. He came in the living room, and he jumped on the couch, then off the couch. Started hopping around on 2 legs, doing spinneroonies on the ground. And I'm thinking, yo, this dude's got to go, right? So I run to the back door to let him out. And it turns out he just wanted to play. That dance means I want to play. He went outside, started playing with his toys, tossed them in the air. I was like, got it. Next day, he's doing the same dance. I'm sleeping. He jumps on the bed, off the bed, 2 legs, spinneroonies, the whole deal. And I go, not now. I'll take you out in a minute. And I went back to sleep. And that was my bad, because he shit in my room. And I was mad. Like, how am I supposed to know that the same dance means 2 different things, right? Like, I didn't know dogs had a there, and there. How am I supposed to know that shit? Why? Why couldn't he just tell me, just one word? Seriously, like, I know I sound crazy, but, like, dogs should really be talking by now, right? Like, they've been with us way too fucking long. They should be able to say at least one motherfucking word. But dogs are smart, and they know when you talk, you work, so they shut the fuck up, right? Like I got a homeboy, he tells his dog, go get me a beer. The dog goes in the kitchen, pulls a rope, grabs a beer out, closes the fridge, and brings him back his beer. You can't tell me that dog can't say one word, right? It should, man. It's bullshit. Like my mom had a parrot. She left this parrot with me for 1 week. I'll preface this by saying a parrot's brain is like that big, right? And the dog's brain is bigger. It's much bigger, right? In 1 week, I taught my mom's bird to say white power. It wasn't easy, but I did that shit, all right? My mom came and got her bird, and she drove back home 9.5 hours to Biloxi, Mississippi, with this bird in the back seat. Wah! White power, white power, wah! White power. The South will rise. White power, white power, wah! Faster, Miss Daisy, wah! White power, white power. My mom doesn't have a bird anymore. That bird has a lucrative career in politics in Mississippi right now. I think he just won his midterm last week. I think that's... Not a big animal dude. You are, this motherfucker, with his hunting jacket on and everything. Look, he going to go hunting for a yard snake right now. Look at this one. Remember this one time I walked out my front door, and it was odd. Like I walk out my door, and there was a little bird sitting right outside the door, which is weird, because usually if you walk up on a bird, what's it do? Right, because if not, kick the shit out of a bird, right? Been waiting my whole life to. This bird didn't fly away. He just kind of looked at me, and he was like, it is what it is, dog. And then he did this slow-ass cripple walk down my driveway. I watched him walk off, and then I went back inside, and I forgot about him. A couple hours later, I go outside again, and that bird was right back outside the door. This time, he ain't walk away. He's just like, you got me, dog. And I'm looking at him like, yo, this bird is fucked up, right? So I go in the house, and I call my wife, because I want to give her a heads up. Like, you got to let somebody know ahead of time when there's a fucked up bird at the house. Otherwise, they just come home, hey, should have flew. Kick the shit out of him, right? So it's like, babe, when you get here, man, there's a bird outside the door. Homie's had a day. Just let him make it, all right? Just. When she gets home, she's like, oh, my God, babe, that bird is still here. Well, where'd he come from? I don't know. Well, is he going to be here all day? I don't know. Is something wrong with him? Since when does I don't know not work for women? Is he sick? I don't know. Is he going to die? I don't know. Is he, bitch, I'm not fucking the bird. I don't know. I'm not lying, okay? I don't know. I go outside to check on the bird about 30 minutes later. And sure enough, that bird passed away right in front of my house. See, you say, aw, right? I thought it was beautiful. I thought it was a real Hakuna Matata, circle of life type moment, right? Of all the places this bird could have spent his last moments on earth, he chose to spend them at my crib. Respect. So I decided I was going to give him a proper burial. Not like with the pennies on the eyes, because they on the side, they just fall off. So, but I went and got the shovel, and I dug a hole on the side of the house, and then I went to scoop them up. I don't know if you ever tried to scoop up a dead bird with a shovel before. That shit's hard, because they do that stanky leg shit on the ground. You be trying to scoop them up, they be like, no. So I went and got the pooper scooper and picked them up. Dropped them in the hole, buried them, poured a little out for the homie, hit the boys to men. How do I say goodbye? In that moment, I saw this mangy-ass, sickly cat walking up my driveway. And I kicked that nigga in my neighbor's yard. You die over there, motherfucker. Man, fuck that bird. Listen here, ain't gonna be no goddamn pet cemeteries at my house. No, I'm black. I would die before the bird. Fuck that shit. Ain't gonna be no sequels at my crib. That big animal dude. I'll leave y'all with this story, dude. I was in my backyard once. And I may or may not have been high at the time. But I was staring at the ground, waiting on these seeds I planted to grow. Not sure how long I was there, but I was there for a minute, all right? Over my back fence, I hear something rustling around in the bushes. turn around and look. I ain't see nothing. Fuck it, go back to these seeds. Then I heard it again, but this time it was louder and it sounded like branches were breaking. And out of the woods behind my house came a random ass deer in the city. Just the fucking deer just walks up, and he was close to me. He was like as close to me as I am to you right now. And he stops and he looks me in the eyes, and I'm looking him right back into the windows of his soul. And I thought to myself, oh shit, I'm having one of them nature moments white folks talk about. Oh, this shit is beautiful. And then out of nowhere, the deer went, I said, whoo, shit! Little known Black history fact, we don't know shit about deer. I don't know what the fuck that means. Like I thought about running, but then I was like, nah, deer are like super athletes, and if I run, he's just gonna hop that fence and put them hooves on me. And I ain't trying to be the first brother to get my ass whooped by a deer in the backyard. I don't need that on my resume. It'd be just my luck, too, that one of his homeboys will come out the woods with a cell phone talking about, Woodstar! Get him, get him, get him! Put them hooves on him, dog! Put them hooves on him! Put them, hold this shit! I'm scared. So I decide I'm not gonna run. I was just gonna creep away real slow, so I pick my foot up. And just as I put it back down on the ground, he did it again. I said, shit, Jesus, not today! I'm in my backyard, scared, getting punked out by a deer. I did what any self-respecting man would do in that moment. I pulled out my cell phone and called my wife. Hey, babe, what are you doing? Why are you calling me? Aren't you in the backyard? Shh, he can hear you. Who can hear me? Go to the window. To the walls? Shut not right now. Oh my God, babe, there's a deer. He's so close to you. I'm gonna hang up and take a picture. Don't you hang up this fucking phone. Excuse me? I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. What do you want? Babe, I need you to go to the kitchen, get the biggest pot we have, fill it full of water. You want me to do what? Babe, he's trying to kill me. What are you talking about? Babe, he did the thing and he stomped his foot. He's gonna fuck me up. She's like, he did one thing. And without thinking, I did the thing in front of the deer. It's like, yeah, babe, he came out the woods and he went, and the deer saw this shit. Hopped up on his hind two legs, hooves to the sun. I'm not sure what he said, but it sounded like, dip, dip. I said, oh shit. Hey guys, my name is Aaron Cheatham. You guys have been great. Thank you so much. Give it up for East Austin Comedy Club. Give it up for Raza. You guys be safe out there. I love you. I just don't like what y'all call this area down here. Y'all got the worst name for this area. Nasty slut. Like white girls give it pretty names, right? They call it like Kitty or Chrissy. My little Hello Kitty box. Black girls, it ain't as cute, you know, Poom Kang, Coochie, the nappy dugout. Ain't nothing sexy about the nappy dugout either, right? But y'all got one worse than that. Mexicans got one worse than that. What y'all call it? Panocha! Puppy, lick my panocha! Panocha sound like some shit you order at Chacho's with cheese on it, right? I'll take a panocha with cheese, hold the guacamole, and look at that. Pepsi's a fucking sham, just like Star Wars is a sham. Star Wars was fucked up, had black people running to the movie theaters and stuff. We saw Billy D. Williams, we were all happy and shit. Oh, black guy in space, yeah! Right? And we get there and he looked like the Colt 45 commercial every time he saw him, like he was posing. Oh, it's this way. Fucking perfect curl. All the niggas in Earth and they gonna take the one with the fucking curl. Come on. Right? And then in the new Star Wars they gave us Samuel L. Jackson. We're like, yeah! He gonna kill people. We was crunk. Right? Well, y'all didn't catch that. Crunk is excited, very happy. Get your speed. We were crunk, right? And
And then how Samuel L. Jackson died? He got kicked out a fucking window. Of all the ways to die in space, how the black guy gonna die getting kicked out a window? He couldn't get his head cut off with a lightsaber or a laser death or something. He got kicked out a window. It's fucked up. It's a sham. I know some of y'all are like, well, at least you had a black guy. There was no Mexican in space. There was. There was a Mexican in Star Wars. And automatically you go, ooh, Chewbacca. No, fuck you. Chewie was Dutch. Okay? Chewie was not fucking Mexican. R2-D2 was the Mexican. Think about it. He was shorter than everybody else. He did all the work around this shit. He fixed everything. And only like 2 or 3 people understood what the hell he was talking about, right? Oh, change the radiator fluid.